Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. If you remember from last time, we retrieved a severely mangled coyote from a drug den, and we've brought her back to Seamstress's Union. She's being stuck back together a little bit, and Mrs. Kabuto has given us use of some kind of like mega base underneath the place. So let's go check it out. First, let's have a chat with old Mrs. Kabuto, see what she does. Fan, I like doing her voice.
How else may I be of service?
Is Mrs. Delilah here tonight?
Yes, Mr. Delilah is in the back bar. That's usually where he does business.
You mentioned Coyote's Crusade. What is it?
Coyote grew up in the Royale, but managed to escape that life. However, cousin was apparently not so lucky. He came to town about a year ago and fell in the wrong circle. He was introduced to sim chips and became addicted to BTLs. Coyote has been tearing her way through chip houses for months now, searching for him and acting as a one-woman cleanup crew.
Oh, so that sounds like a good cause. If you don't mind, how did you get involved in all this?
I'm a former runner. Now I provide a safe haven and a market for runners who need a trustworthy place to congregate and do business.
Are any Johnsons or fixers here today?
In addition to Mr. Delilah, you may wish to speak to Van Grass. He's often stage side. Van Grass is most often a receiver of found articles, but he occasionally has work.
Alright, thank you.
Goodbye.
Who do we have to talk to? What's going on? That's Van Grass. Looking for a date. He's just staring at nerps. Van Grass is busy talking on his comlink, checking his heads-up display and motioning to a runner standing nearby, all at the same time. He's an intense little man, but you get the sense he likes to look busy. I'm Van Grass. Make it quick. Busy's good. Talk to me. Mr. Kabuto says that you're a fixer. He still hasn't looked at you. He's going a mile a minute. Nothing for you tonight, sorry. I'm doing a thing right now. Important thing. Talk to you later. Oh, hey, guy, one more thing. He covers his comlink for a moment, tilts his head your way, but you can see he's still staring at his HUD. I'm a fence too. If you got anything you need to unload, come see me. I need to finish this call. Perhaps another time. Well, that was useless.
My lord!
Hey, Mr. Gluey! The hulking troll bouncer's immaculate suit stands as impassively as ever. The absence of dust on his broad shoulders is the only real indication that a man ever moves. He nods to you when you approach. Evening. I see Coyote's back. Looking only a little worse for wear. We have you to thank for that. Paco and I tracked her down. Always wondered what she saw in, but I guess he ain't all bad. I'm just glad she's back. Couldn't stoop like losing anyone else so soon after what happened to Sam. You feel protected of people here? Immensely, towards anyone who walks through that door, be they employee or patron, unless they mean ill will, of course. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Haven't minded so far. You hear anything else about Sam's death? People are saying it was the Ripper, but people say a lot of things about what they do not know, or what they don't understand. You know where I can find a fence? I think Van Grass is the man near the stage, dwarf with a cyber eye. Can't miss him. How long have you been working for Mrs. Kabuto? I crawled in here after I awoke. Mrs. Kabuto took me in and gave me a job. I've been here ever since. Did you have to pay extra for a manicure on hands that big? It's not the size they charge more for. It's the blood under the fingernails. I should be going. Catch you around. Okay, don't annoy Mr. Clue. Johnny Clean. Hey Johnny, I'm looking for where Cherry took Coyote. Piano's a little out of tune. Check it out. Piano looks like it's been here since Union was built, but doesn't look like anyone has played it earnestly in a long time. Inspect the piano. No, it seems normal until you notice it is very rigid. Upon further investigation, it's because the piano is bolted to wall. Close look at the floor reveals skid marks indicating piano slides left and right. Let's play chopsticks. You're a natural, so you should give up shadow running and become a touring pianist. Johnny doesn't look impressed. Play GAFFC. As you slowly peck the notes out of the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder, immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase. You descend the stairs into the Union safe house. Descending. The entrepreneurial Mrs. Kabuto has combined everything a runner might need into a one-stop shopping experience. Black market equipment, high-end magical talismans, fully stocked cyber surgery dealership. Welcome! No bunks available. Aww. So what we got here? Do not need that. Put that back in the stash. Take a hand grenade. What do we have here? Hi! What do you mean no credit? Oh, there's a bar down here. Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, now that you look bad now or anything, but each one of you will help you keep on the right side of the ground. Take a look. Let's have a look, Eric. They do have better armour, but I quite like my current clothes. I got $2,000 to losing quite a bit to the Orphans Fund. T.B. Gruberman. Theodore Buster Gruberman is a well-groomed orc dressed with a precision that suggests straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight, and as they say, the neatness of his presence is only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in his picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he takes almost exclusively in numbers, calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arcs of fire, razoring factors, tensile strength, and of course price. Bunker Buster Grumman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? What exactly to sell here? Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes, plus other odds and ends. On occasion, consider me your own personal armory. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCAS military spec or your money back. In addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, and upgrades if you so desire. And if that wasn't enough, I also teach a safety and instructional course every weekend. This week we're covering bayonets. Mark my words, they're making a comeback. So, what can I get you? Let's take a look at what you've got. Alright, I don't really feel like bayonet charging anything. What's this? Casca Black Scorpion does the same damage as the one I've got, same range, capacity is larger. Not really running out of ammo though. Right. Non-lethal hand grenades, basic frag grenades, machetes, nothing especially great. Like, don't really need a. Thanks, Grubman. David Fry II. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this techno-bit storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and supremely clean. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists. And if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer or anything gear you need. What's a deck? You jack into a matrix, or in the context of a run, when you jack into a local node of a facility you're in. The deck determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry and the firepower of your base matrix attack. Decks of IP, when a deck's IP is reduced to 0, you'll get booted from a system, and it'll hurt. What's a program? Program in Matrix allows you to defend your avatar against countermeasures and enemy deckers. There's a wide variety of different programs for attack and defense at different power levels. As you progress as a decker, you can use more powerful versions of these programs. What's an ESP? Johnny, you want me to take this one? Sure. When you infiltrate a facility on a run, you have a team, and when you jack into a matrix, you're all alone. That's where ESPs come in. An ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program which, when you deploy it, manifests as another team member in the matrix. Different types of ESPs have different abilities. What do you have for sale, then? We do need to get ourselves a deck. Though, can I use the new Renraku? Oh, I'm being rude. Let me also introduce you to our resident decker and my good friend, Johnny Clean. While in the same overalls that you saw him upstairs, down here leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and as invisible as most infamous deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be. How is decking used? Decking skill is often used just on terminals in the real world to get information, hack doors, etc. But occasionally a run will have an option or a requirement to go into the local matrix LAN of a facility you are infiltrating, in order to gain access to valuable information or control more important things in the real world. Why are you dressed as a janitor? Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do. When I was a young guy, I had a rep for getting in and out of systems so clean that no one else knew I was there. After Matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside a facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me. Is it true you were part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known the guy for over a decade, and he's been smart enough not to tell me, so he's sure as no hell not going to tell you anything about those days. For your health and his, best let the subject drop. See you guys around. Yeah, let's just check how good I am at decking, so I can, you know. Actually, though, we do need a bit of dodge. So much to upgrade, so much needed to do. Yeah, we can use the Renraku craftwork. Class B drones, we can upgrade Mr. Tumnus, and oh good's his thing. It's quite a hefty investment for another etiquette, so we'll do halfway there. So let's see, quickness. Reduces the chance to be hit by enemy physical attacks, and dodge. Can always dodge pretty well. Okay, David Fry, let's see what you have. We'll have the Renraku craftwork, and the blaster level 1, and a medic level 1. And we'll have an attacker. And there goes all my cocking money. So that means I won't be able to use drones and shit. Or the rent. Oh, for fuck's sake, I've just wasted all that money. Oh, never mind, it could come in useful. Algernon. Past the bar, the edges of a safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering for the far horizons of the astral space while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young elf. and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon Half-Dream. To ease your way through the Sixth World, I ought to offer you the best in magical foci, spells and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. Let's see what you have. Yeah, magic ain't really my biz. Thanks anyway, Algie. See if Gruberman will sell me any different drones.
Kiss kiss bang bang. Love that one. You, my friend, right to check back with me so soon. Circumstances can change just that fact, and you know that you need more things that go boom in your life. Check out what I have in stock.
Is it a kick-ass drone? Not that Mr. Tumnus isn't kick-ass. Alright, nothing in stock right now, so let's check out the Feld Medic. Oh, there's Coyote's arm. Dr. Sarah Castle. Make it quick, I need to operate. Thanks for helping me out back there. Null Sheen, you should be okay now. Well, see. It's gonna take years to work off this debt. Okay, folks. I'm gonna have to go sit in the waiting area. Watch some trivia or something. This young lady and I have some work to do. Hang on. Mrs. Kabuto never said what kind of cyber arm she'd pay for.
I want something badass. Got one with a laser inside?
You'll take what I give you, lady. Now, let's have a look at your face.
Leave it.
Excuse me?
Coyote. I earned this face by being stupid. I'm gonna keep it. End of story.
Whatever you say, kid. With one swift move, she sinks the syringe into Coyote's thigh. Nighty night. That was grim. There, Coyote. Coyote looks both better and worse than you last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm. But now some of the adrenaline is worn off, it's clear she needs to rest.
Good morning. Thanks to a miracle of modern science combined with Dr. Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost as good as new. Better, really.
Nice arm.
Thanks. Mrs. Kabuto will have me working off for the rest of my life.
She notices your expression.
You look like you've got something on your mind.
I have some questions. She flashes a puzzled look.
What kind of questions?
About Sam Watts.
Sam Watts? What about him?
Sam's dead.
Holy dreck. Sam? Can't say I'm surprised. He was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you?
Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him.
I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did.
Me too. You were friends?
Yep, that's why I'm here. Got it. But you know he was a charmer, wasn't he? Guess I knew the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone.
You served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about the night?
Pretty average night. Regular crowd. As I remember, Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Jack Armitage.
Yeah, you know him? Met him too. He's a charmer too. She bites her lower lip.
I like gingers. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back, but good eventually. He got loud and way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what, and Mrs. Kabuto wanted him ejected. Mr. Cluey wasn't around, can't remember why. So she asked Jake to do the honours. Jake dragged him out the back into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam.
He said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying?
She think, Sam standard Drek. How he grew up, rich and didn't deserve this. How he hated his mother, how he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff.
Did Sam have any enemies?
Enemies? That's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies. At least none that I'm aware of.
Where did Sam live?
On the streets mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on the couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last.
How bad was his drinking?
It wasn't just the drinking, it would have been bad. Sam wasn't a monogamous type. He dabbled in everything: booze, chips, drugs. He loved nitro, whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick he started using more and more stuff to try and forget about it.
Sam was sick?
Dying, didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You couldn't just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looking good, even.
Did he say how he got better?
Said his mum helped him out. Never said how, though.
Thanks, Coyote.
Now I need you to do something for me.
What do you need, babe?
I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He is usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get gems. Maybe I can take another run at it while I recover.
I will. Hey, but I have the gems. Alright, let's go give these gems to Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough, with an untraceable shotty on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done, and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes slow down.
What do you want?
Mr. Delilah, we have business to discuss.
What business? I ain't got no business for you.
We have Coyote. She's indisposed at the moment. And a mention of Coyote finally gives you his full attention.
What do you say? Coyote's late to my client's getting actions. Where is she?
She's downstairs in the medbay. Got her arm tore off on the job.
No kidding. Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. So who are you two?
This is Coyote's boyfriend, Paco. I'm Mags.
Was this a romance trit? I didn't give a crap about boyfriends with stones.
Hold back the pebble with runes on it and give him the rest. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope on his eye, moving through what appears to be the most valuable stones. He stops when he can't find what he's looking for. He glares at you furious and throws the rest of the gems in his face.
It's not here. What?
He exhales and slowly wags his head as he speaks. Let me explain the way the world works here.
I hire someone to do a job, they do it and they get paid, and we part happy. Now you have something that I paid Coyote to get for me, and that makes it mine. So you give me a pebble, and we won't make any more work for Johnny Clean.
So there's another stone, like a pebble, sort of with letters on it. I forgot. Here you go.
In your line of work, short memory can be an asset. This is not one of those times.
Hand over the pebble.
Coyote might not have told you, but the penalty for being late with delivery was no payment. But I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you can keep the gems I threw in your damn face.
Mr. Delilah looks you up and down, takes you all in and smiles to himself.
Listen, you look like the sort of man who might run a crew of his own one day. Might need a little talent when that happens. You come to me, I'll set you up.
He dismisses you with a wave. Looks like you impressed him. I know a fence for those gems. Van Grass. Follow me. Oh well, we got greedy there, it didn't work out. Hey, Van Grass, how you doing, man? Van Grass is fiddling with his cyber eye while noodling on his PDA. You're back, still busy, what's your story? Yeah, I can see you're a busy man. That's right, and so I wouldn't bother you if I hadn't come into possession of these rare stones. Rare stones, see? Let's see these rare stones. You hear the servos in Van Graff's side eye whir as the magnifying lens slips into position. Bends his head over stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where do you get this trick? A gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for them. I thought you said you were a busy man. I am. Then why are you wasting our time with this little dance? 1,500 and it's done. You got a deal. Done. Give me your cred stick. Alright, Prophet. Wait. Mr. Clean, how the fuck did you get up here so quick? We're done for now. Buzz. He doesn't want to talk to me. Let's see what's going on. Let's talk to Doctor. In Shadowrun circles, the term Doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sore bones with a needle and thread. But in the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suite complete with shamanic fetishes. This is sixth world medicine at its highest caliber. The Doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely, if not for a sprightly spirit perched upon her shoulder, like her own personal gargoyle. The spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the Doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does look up long enough to acknowledge her presence. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. You're welcome, Doc, and I gotta say, that was some work you did on her. Your talents may be going to waste down here. High praise for a simple arm swap, especially since she wouldn't let me repair her face. She notes you eyeballing facilities. I can tell you're surprised to find a full-service medical bay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrun bar after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up a practice. I patch runners up, install and maintain the cyberware, and provide medical supplies for the runs. May not be as mobile as Doc Wagon, but I'm still the next best friend. Can I help you with anything? Tell me more about trauma kits. Trauma kits are fully automated stabilization units that include defibrillator, spray-on synthetic skin, and medical nanomachines. They can save a runner's life if you move fast enough. So if you're bleeding out, one of those things can get you back on your feet. Exactly, but you have to be quick. This is Doc Wagon's own field tech. But even their stuff has its limits. I see shamanic fetishes. Are you a shaman too? Well, medical technology makes surgery less disruptive than it used to be. Still an ordeal for both body and the spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to properly heal. I am trained in ways of the spirit world as well as the scientific world. I do my best to heal the whole patient. So, what's that guy on your shoulder? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing their recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but results speak for themselves. Let's see your cyberware. Oh, cool. Dermal plating. Like. Arms. Problem is, every time I use one, I can use magic less, but don't really want to use magic that much anyway. As technology, cyberlegs. Plus 8 HP, plus 1 quickness. Plus 1 body, 2 armor. Let's see, medical supplies. Trauma kits. Oh, we've met all the vendors in the safe house. See if Sam's bunk's got anything on it. The bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through sheets, blankets and pillow, you find an old photograph that seems to have a lot of wear. Look at the image. Picture is a blonde boy and a girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock at the edge of the lake. They appear to be twins. Boy has his arm around the right girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Look at the back. Written in a woman's hand are the words, Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish State Park, summer 2040. Pocket the photo. Interesting turn of events. So we have a photo of Sam as a child. That's a good place to leave it, I suspect. Unfortunately, I'm not sure where to pursue this lead. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that one. Please come back again, and drop me any comments or anything, or send me your love or hate or anything you so desire. And yeah. Mr. Tumnus. Sorry, I was caught tumnusing then. Yeah. Catch you around. Bye.